Good morning, everyone. We are in the week 5 and week 4. So once already. And continue first. Last week we talked about DSS, Decision Support System. And I would like to, how do you say, review a bit. So last week we were talking about DSS, Decision Support System. It's like how we need to employ or use a computer to help our app to help make a decision. Okay. Uh, DSS is the beginning and then it slowly evolved into business intelligence. Business intelligence like is the one that we learn today. Business intelligence, what different with the DSS? Usually, business intelligence is more advanced because it integrates AI and intelligent system. So supposed to be when make a decision using the AI or intelligent system is easier. Okay. These tools have to analyze large amount of data. So in the 1990s, try to how do you say DSS slowly moving forward to BI because there's integrated with the technology like the data mining, AI, intelligence system. Okay, and the business intelligence help analyze more larger amounts of data quickly. Okay, so because of AI, the BI can analyze larger amount of data quickly. And then easier to find patterns, trends, and insight. So this is one of the benefit. Also faster, smarter business decision. So again, so now DSS slowly moving forward to business intelligence. Why BI is important today? Because businesses must make faster decisions to stay competitive. That makes sense. Now, like there's some situation demands better tracking and reporting. Okay, for example, the data that pretty much large and fluctuative, okay, such as finance or currency. I think it's better, using BI is more is better. BI also gives the right information and right time in the right place because it's stored in the cloud, so you can gather temperature and also, for example, traffic report. They need to be real time. So using BI when you retrieve those kind of data is more accurate because it is connected with internet. DSS and BI both basically help people to make better decisions using computer. It can be simple or very advanced. It evolved into BI. We use modern tools to turn data into smart business action. So for example, this is an example of Netflix. Netflix uses BI to analyze viewer data, recommend show or movie. So if you are always like to watch horror type of movie, or maybe family or comedy, they will give you some recommend shows because the data sent to the system and sent back to you, and also have to decide what the new shows to produce. Okay. Target is kind of like a company or retailer, right? Uses BI to analyze customer purchase history and predict future buying behavior. For example, they can predict when a customer might be pregnant based on shopping pattern. Okay. Well, this is kind of like awkward, maybe some of the people they know that usually have a pregnant pattern in the mid of the year. I don't know. But some things like some of the I ever heard, I don't know whether it's correct or not, that like in Taiwan or in Korea or in other country, Is it in Mexico you have snow?
No.
No. So it's like a subtropical or tropical country, right? I have heard that like in the winter, there are more suicidal cases because it's like a cold, gloomy, and then lonely, alone feeling. The weather somehow is like somehow is so influence the feeling, and then they say that in this area there's a lot of suicidal or suicide case reported. Well, I think that last year there is some. Did you remember that there is some like a thread in our school that they want to? So that I think it was around with like January, right? Because you take the another last semester course. It was in the beginning of the year, right? So well, I think it's like in the cold season. It's a lot of people feels how do they have out of mind. It's like have something crazy anyhow. So we go back to here. So we go to Turkey maybe because of the weather or the season. They can predict the pregnant population, and then they can provide more product related with a pregnant woman or maybe some for the just deliver baby product. UBS use BI to optimize delivery routes, saving million in fuel costs. Okay. I think they have a target in Mexico.
No.
No, I think it's only US, right? Usually target in the US. Okay.
We have
Target. Target is kind of like a Walmart, right? Like kind of like Walmart, but I think the Target more nowadays more of but because they have a logo, I don't know what is it. I think it have like a logo. I watched in the movie. Yeah. Amazon can also use BI to track sales and customer behavior and shipping data to recommend products and improve delivery times. This is Amazon. Coca-Cola use BI dashboard to monitor sales in different region and adjust marketing strategy. I think that in another class I show you the video or in this class that Coca-Cola now using AI, they can see what kind of type and what kind of bottle size that usually people buy in a certain area. For example, in the movie theater, the vending machine found out that reveals that usually people buy big bottle of Coca-Cola before they would go to the cinema. So in the vending machine, because the data show that most people buy the large bottle, the large size bottle. So in the vending machine, they stock or provide more large size bottle. Okay, this is Netflix again. This is the eye to analyze viewing habit and decide which shows or movie to purchase. According to the MicroStrategy, there's a 5 styles of BI. The first one is report delivery and alerts. Automatic report and notification. So they give you like more automatic data and report to the viewer. And then enterprise reporting dashboard and scorecard. Dashboard, last week and this week we learned to create dashboard through Power BI. This is one example. Next week we will try to use another software also to show the data. But today we will still stick with the Power BI. Okay. We create a dashboard for reporting. So this is very important. Cube analysis, slice and dice, break down data by category. For example, last week we tried slicer. You can categorize by country, by gender, or maybe by age. So it's easier for you to see or draw a conclusion from the data. Ad hoc queries or on-the-fly question and quick report. Statistic and data mining, deep data analysis and prediction. Okay? So this is the 5 characters of BI. Data warehouse. This is like 4 key component, the other is 5 style, and then this is the BI system structure or 4 key components. There's a data warehouse. Data warehouse, it doesn't mean that it's like a data about like a warehouse. No, data warehouse is like there's a lot of data put together in a one file or a one folder. So you can retrieve the data. So this is kind of like a central storage for all company data. So data warehouse doesn't mean like this is like a data about warehouse, about the warehouse stuff. No, data warehouse means it's like a storage file, storage folder for all company data. So for example, Sabri's Enterprise Travel Data Warehouse or ETDW. Now next one, business analytics. So tools for analyzing data, for example, Cognos BI platform used by Sabri. So actually some company they also possible to develop their own BI platform. Power BI is just like the most simple one and then can be used for everyone, but usually I ask my friend in the company, they use their own BI platform. Cool. So this I have a video about example business technology by Sabri. Let's check.
Airlines are constantly searching for ways to maximize revenue by offering the right product to the right customer at the right time and the right price. To do so, airlines can no longer rely on static, pre-filed airfares and pricing rules. AirPrice IQ is part of the Retail Intelligence Suite powered by Safer Travel AI. It takes airfare optimization to the next level with machine learning technology that allows airlines to optimize conversions, personalize offers in real time, and creates opportunities to achieve up to 3% uplift in airfare revenue. AirPrice IQ leverages the power of advanced machine learning models to optimize airfare offers based on passenger capacity, competition, market conditions, and customer information. The model considers the traveler's segment and trip intent, such as business or leisure travel. It also takes into account factors such as advanced purchase, length of stay, and the number of passengers in the request. Then the model estimates the value to customer for each segment while ensuring maximum revenue optimization opportunities are achieved. Let's look at an example. In this shopping session, a traveler segment is identified as leisure with prevailing price sensitivity over schedule. We can see all the travel options for a route and the corresponding pre-filed airfares from the low fare search. AirPrice IQ dynamically optimizes airfare based on competitors' itineraries and airfares, value to customer, and customer choice modeling. The system recommends offer optimizations with details like potential revenue uplift, probability of conversion, projected profit improvement, minimum itinerary bid price, and more. In addition, AirPrice IQ allows airlines to define and edit the boundaries for offer optimizations. It also uses business rules to control dynamic pricing distribution. Airlines can plug in their own offer optimization ML models for this purpose too. Integration with the SabreSonic PSS ensures faster deployment and adoption of the solution, resulting in a seamless end-to-end booking and servicing experience. With innovative features such as traveler segmentation, value to customer, and dynamic price optimization, it's no wonder AirPrice IQ has made dynamic pricing real. It creates opportunities for up to 3% uplift in airfare revenue. Present the right offer to each customer every time with AirPrice IQ.
Okay, so Sabri is kind of like a travel agent company or airline company that they use several BI technique or BI technology. They use a price IQ treatment. They use air price. There's another ancillary IQ, upgrade IQ, and this is the name of their BI system, air price. if you notice that in the video, the subway is like a travel, this for airplane. You see that this system, they use AI. So they can give some information, detailed information regarding the some data. For example, this one. So if you would like to, some people they would like to. So you have to. That's why if you would like to buy the airplane ticket, you need to buy kind of like I ever heard that it's better to buy a month before, and then it's also better to book the ticket on a Wednesday or Thursday. I think this is more cheaper. I know they have because they have a system. Actually, they have because of the like a trick or something. So they have the system itself. They have like some table, kind of like this one. If you are at one purchase for 0 until 6 days and then left for stay for the 1 day, I think this kind of person is like a businessman. It's kind of very short trip, business trip. It's not holiday, right? If you are advance purchase like this one, 0 until 6 days before flight, and then you only stay for 1 day, or even just like it's only for 2 weeks directly flight back. So it means that it's not for holiday. It's supposed to be for work. And usually for business trip is they put a very high price. And then if you are planning like a month before, it's supposed to be, it's a well planned. Maybe and then you have the stay for a longer. Maybe this is holiday, so that's why it is cheaper. Or maybe it's only one way. Maybe it's also cheaper because they think that you will not come back again. So it's not, you really it's only one way. So I usually buy the ticket. I don't know. I just buy the ticket. It's not 2 ways, only one way first, and then book the ticket to travel back is another day. And I usually book like for in the Wednesday or Thursday because in the weekend or in the Monday the price is kind of very expensive. I don't know. You just try to make the pattern for this one. And then they also can, as we made this BI platform, give insight or information regarding for example, the price, because they can compare with the competitor. They can compare with the competitors, and then they give you some best deal, like a best deal. And that's why they have a price adjusted. So this is every company, they have their own BI system, business intelligence system. Okay, now it's 9:30, so let's check the attendance. So please scan the QR code for the first hour attendance and make sure you scan successfully, okay? Make sure you scan successfully. Check by yourself. If you have any problem, please raise your hand now. All good? All set? Everything's good? Okay. Let's continue first. Okay, so and then next one is this the third structure, business performance management or BPM. Track and analyze company performance. For example, dashboard showing key airline performance metric. And then there's a user interface UI, easy to use screens like dashboard or mobile app. So make sure that your UI has easy to use. I think this is a Power BI. Microsoft Power BI is pretty much easy to use rather than the other platform. Okay. For example, separate executing dashboard for airline manager is easy. So just like what I showed you in the video, they have their own Power API platform and easier for them. Okay. So if you ask, the Sabri is a global leader in travel services. So work with airline, hotel, travel, agent. So Sabri, if you what is Sabri? Sabri, the one that I show you the video. Sabri is like a travel service. They provide in the travel service sector. Work with airline, hotels, or travel agent. Okay. And they have their own BI platform like Price IQ or something. And then their own BI platform build enterprise travel data warehouse using Teradata. So it's means that they can work with a lot of data. Updated every minute with fresh data from all separate services. So this is the cool, very very cool. They are very updated every 15 minutes. Okay. So because I don't know, because they need to update. I don't know. The airlines sometimes they change is like a currency. They are up and down very quickly. I don't know how, but they provide up to date data, and then can create executive dashboard with real-time telemetry, easy to read visuals and drill-down features to deeper analysis. Like you say in the video, they have a drop-down menu. You can see a lot of menu features in their own BI platform. So in the past, company mainly use reporting tools to track business performance, meet legal government requirements. So before, a lot of companies using Excel or PowerPoint. I don't think that is nowadays is enough. So now the company like Sabri, they are turning business data into actionable insight using interactive online report and dashboard. Exploring hidden trends and patterns to solve problems and find new opportunities. Okay. So this is now what we learned from Sabri case. Another example still from the Sabri. Sabri's airline dashboard that managers monitor ticket sales, flight operation, and customer data in real time. They can quickly spot problems like declining seat sales. So why they use their own platform? Because they would like to know if suddenly nobody would like to booking airline ticket, maybe they need to promote something and fix them immediately instead of waiting days for report. Okay, so this is another example from Sabri. They have a real-time and updated data. Abdullah, any question? So, what is the relation between PSS and PI? I know that I told you in the beginning that PSS is nowadays PI evolved from PSS, right? So basically, PSS, our decision support system, and business intelligence, they have similarities. What are the similarities? For example, both support decision making. Okay, all both TSS and BI they can help you to make decisions. Both on TSS and BI they use data analysis tools and models. Okay, they all work with data, and of course both TSS and BI they can help you to improve your business performance. Okay. The simple explanation is TSS is a customized tool set to solve a specific problem, but BI is more advanced. It is newer because they have more features or more toolbox. Often the features are ready-made tools for broad business decision support. So the point is BI is more advanced, more more newer because they have more features and to help because they connect with internet and AI and help you to make better decisions. This is the similarities and difference between TSS and BI. Please just first any question? So this is the Java like the TSS is more simple, BI more advanced. For example, I just pick the random user focus, they're more analysts, and then BI more executive manager decision makers. And then decision support, they have a direct support for specific decision. They just cannot like if you see that in the subway travel agent, they can help you to check the ticket availability, the price, the adjusted price, a lot of features. So BI is more advanced because they have more feature. Okay, origin for TSS usually only for education purpose, and BI mostly for software company. So TSS usually is more for research on education. It's like a machine learning data mining, like what Professor John taught you. And the BI is more like company practical. And like this one, to the overlap, like the TSS is really correlated with data mining and predictive analytics, and BI is more broader scope, everything. So I think that the TSS is more. If you take the course from Professor John, you will learn more about the TSS. But if you notice my course is more practical, but Professor John course is more fundamentals, more for principle basic data mining, machine learning. But me is kind of more how I use the software to how they are more practical to the company or your real work. Like last semester I told you about Zoho is more practical. And then this one is BI, so it's more practical. So this is kind of like it is more fundamental for education purpose and very basic, and BI is more easier for you to implement. Okay, until now any question? Still have 15 minutes before we take a break, so I continue first. So this week we are focused on business analytics. So business analytics is, so if you already use BI, you see the report, of course you need to do analysis. Like every time I ask you to do the Power BI, please analyze this, which one is data show larger percentage, and which one has a low percentage. So the word analytic is now commonly used to describe tools and methods that help organizations make better decisions in using data. In the past, different names like business intelligence or decision support were used, but now people often just say analytics. In simple terms, analytics means using data from the past to create useful insight and make better decisions for the future. How you use the data, make conclusion, and make decision for future, for your business future. So there is an organization called INFORMS. This is like abbreviation or the short term from Institute for Operation Research and Management Science. So this organization explained that analytics is a combination of computer technology, management technique, statistics. Okay, of course they still use management technique because of course they need person to help you read the data. So combination between computer, management technique, and statistics. These all scope work together to help solve real-world problems. So analytic combination from computer technology, management technique including the people, the manager, how the ability to read the data, and statistics because you will work with a number and pattern. Okay, so the combination of those three aspects. So this is the very different between BI and PA.
Business analytics, or business intelligence, lays out the facts. Straight up, business analytics, or business intelligence, lays out the facts. Business analytics tells you deeper. It's like that friend who asks why a lot. It scrutinizes past performances, drawing patterns and giving actionable insights. Ever have that aha moment? Oh, that's business analytics for business. You can think of business analytics as the detective and strategist of the company, while BI tells you why. Business analytics delves deeper into the why, even hints at the how. It's about analyzing past performance to plan better for the future. Data analytics. This is the fortune. Using various techniques from statistics to machine learning, it offers a glimpse of what will happen next, guiding businesses toward the best possible outcome.
Okay. So I think this man is very clearly say that business analytics is why. They ask you like they will ask you deeper question, and then you will get answer. Okay, so this is the reason. And then the BI just only show you what happened. Maybe you just see the data like, oh, this is decline. Okay, I know this is decline, but why? To answer this situation, you need business analytics. So BI may only say that, oh, okay, the data is declining. Oh, the data is increasing. Okay, so it means that there's something happened. That's all. But why? We need business analytics. So business analytics is like you would like to know deeper about something until you, okay, I know the answer. But and of course, to know why or to know deeper, you need a data, and we call it data analytics. Data analytics is meant as analogy or a sum. Data analytics is like a fortune teller. They can give you some prediction or give you some tell everything. Fortune teller. Anyone ever tried tarot before? Tarot before? No. They want to try tarot. Usually, if you try tarot, they will explain like you can try the ChatGPT. They can use it. They can also help you with the tarot. You need to probably minimum you need to take 3 cards or 5 cards or 7 cards. Usually odd number. And then they start from the past, present, and the future. So past, present, and the future. That's why they have said that the data analytics is like fortune teller. They read you and they read the data from past. And then how about the present? Because there's somehow it have correlation. If the past is one, present is one, maybe the future gonna be like this one. So this kind of like a fortune teller. For data analytics is fortune teller. Business analytics to answer why, deeper answer, and the business intelligence kind of like a more give you only one question, so give you some data. That's all. Which one is more robust? Which one is more? Which one is stronger? Of course, business analytics. Okay. For example, SAS is a company, is a big analytics software company. I forget the longer stand for word, but this is, I know this is business analytics software company. Explain that there are different stages, different phases, or different level of analytics. These levels show how organizations move from just looking at basic information to making smart, data-driven decisions. Level 1, start from the level very basic level is standard report. What it means? Basic report that show what is happening. For example, a Starbucks manager get daily sales reports showing how many coffee were sold yesterday. It simply asks what happened. Like what I said, this the very basic is you answer what question. Okay, what is the trend? What happened? So, for example, a Starbucks manager get a daily sales report showing how many coffee were sold yesterday. Okay, yesterday we sold 20 cups. Maybe yesterday we 50. That is what. So they get some basic information. And then we move to level 2, which is customized and on-demand report. So what does it mean? It means that you can create reports anytime to check specific thing. Okay. And then we just still continue with the Starbucks. And then after the staff gives a report, oh, yesterday we sold 50 cups of coffee. And then Starbucks manager want to know how many cappuccinos were sold between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. last weekend. So they can run a quick report. So in the next level, they try to be more specific. For example, okay, yesterday we sold 50 cups. Okay, what happened? I would like to know more specific what the data from 2 p.m. until 5 p.m. for specific flavor, which is cappuccino, for example, specific coffee. So in the level 2, it's more like a specific, more customized, or more demand report, on-demand report. So you see the difference. Level 1 is more like just a general report. How many coffee you were sold yesterday. And then level 2 is more like deeper between 2 p.m. until 5 p.m. Level 3, we call it OLAP or Online Analytic Processing Queries. What it means is you can dig deeper into the data to find out why something happened. Now we are slowly moving to business analysis or business analytics because you would like to know better and you would like to know why something happened. For example, the manager noticed cappuccino sales dropped last weekend. So they explore the data by location and time to figure out where the problem was. So they are, okay, cappuccino is very, nobody bought in this period. I would like to more detail in the previous period, maybe the day after yesterday, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, until last week or this month. And I would like to know what happened, cappuccino product no longer requested. So they are slowly to answer why question. So this is the third level. Okay. Level 1, standard report. Level 2, customized or specific or on-demand reports. While the level 3 is OLAP or Online Analytical Processing Query. More detail to answer the why question. Please digest first.
OLAP stands for Online Analytical Processing and is a way of analyzing large amounts of multidimensional data in real time by performing various operations on data conditions. You may have heard the notion of services capable of rendering only two dimensions. Multidimensionality is achieved by filtering and or nesting the remaining dimensions. Filtering is the result of selecting where two dimensions are at any given time on the x and y axes, leaving all remaining dimensions filtered through one and only one number of each dimension. Nesting allows displaying information for selected members of one inner dimension within another outer dimension.
Okay, so from the video you can see that OLAP they have like a slicer of filtering or slicer or nesting. The purpose is for filtering. Of course, they can filter the data based on several categories. For example, by ethnicity, or age group. This is like an X and Y ordinate. Okay. So by filtering, first time you would like to filter by age group. Okay. And then the next thing you try to make some category. For example, based on the age group, and then by geography, by geography. Okay, and then they also can categorize by the ethnicity. So here with the OLAP, you can do filtering and nesting, so the data is easier. Just imagine in this cube, a lot of data mixed together, and then using filter and nesting, you start to arrange. So when you can say here the data, it's easier. Oh, from the age group 15 to 17, which one of the ethnicity, the most population from the Chinese or Asia or Chinese, and then they are live in the Toronto metropolitan. Okay, and then when the older age, for example, 25 until 44, still is the Asian Chinese, and then they live in the Toronto metropolitan. I don't know, for example, Toronto metropolitan. So it means that Chinese or Asian is the most immigrants, more migrants in the Canada. I believe so, right? I think that like Asian, I think like Canada before is pretty friendly to open immigrant, and a lot of Asian goes to Canada. I think that a lot of my friends they study in Canada and then stay there. And I think this is the Asian population is pretty high in Canada, just like in Australia. So based on data is true that even if you see that even it's higher than their own Canadian, like even the Chinese compared with the Canadian is for Asian population is bigger there. So I don't know, this is kind of weird. But that is the all about OLAP. So now it's 10. We can take a break for 10 minutes and go back.